Procedure for subculturing. Aspirate the spent media without disturbing the cell pellet. Do this slowly as some subtypes can be more viscous. You will want to leave a layer of media about 300 microliters above the pellet to avoid excessive cell loss. Gently vortex to resuspend the cells. Blastocystis cells are fragile, so please be gentle. Transfer half of the suspension to a 1.5 ml tube for cryopreservation and cell counting. The other half of the suspension will be transferred to a tube of fresh, pre-reduced IMDM media for subculturing. For the purpose of this lab, keep the snap cap of the tube in the tight position while waiting for the others to finish. Label your tube clearly. The cultures will be incubated at 37 degrees Celsius under anaerobic conditions. Ensure the snap caps of the tubes are in the loose position and an anaerobic gas pack is placed in the anaerobic jar before sealing the jar. Procedure for thawing. Swirl the frozen cryotube in a 37 degrees Celsius water bath until it is fully thawed. Transfer the contents of the cryotube to a 15 ml tube. Where the cells will be washed once. Slowly add in 10 ml of fresh, pre-reduced IMDM media to the 15 ml tube for washing. Mix well. Centrifuge the suspension at 1000 G for 10 minutes. Remove the supernatant without disturbing the cell pellet. Note that this thawing and wash step should be done quickly to maximize cell recovery. Resuspend the cell pellet in 1 ml of pre-reduced IMDM media. Then transfer the resuspension to a tube of fresh pre-reduced IMDM media. Label your tube clearly. And as before, cultures are incubated at 37 degrees Celsius under anaerobic conditions. Ensure the snap cap of the tubes are in the loose position with an anaerobic gas pack in the jar before sealing it. Procedure for cell counting. Make a 200 times dilution of your cells with PBS. In this case, we will be diluting 2 microliters of cells with 398 microliters of PBS. Mix well. Then load 10 microliters of the dilution to the hemocytometer. Under the microscope, the 4 times objective lens, you will see the entire grid. Count the cells in the highlighted squares on the grid. Under the 10 times objective lens, you can focus on one of the squares for counting. Under the 40 times objective lens, you can see the morphology of the cells. Procedure for cryopreservation. Label your cryotube clearly. Transfer the Blastocystis suspension to the cryotube. Add an equal volume of the cryoprotective agent, a 10% DMSO mixture. Mix well. Transfer the cryotube to a Mr. Frosty freezing container. Mr. Frosty is currently at room temperature and will be placed at -80 degrees Celsius for a gradual freezing process.